Nick Coss fan-made Quicksilver, the Thronebreaker argument rages on, and hacks, scams and murks services of the community page. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Monday. Now, a lot clearer as a result of a complete office rework and change. There's still stuff that I need to change, but it's not complete. I'll probably showcase what I've been doing in the live stream tonight. But yeah, everything's a work in progress and there's a lot of stuff I need to do. For live stream setups, I've done this thing where I can switch between things like going, okay, hello, I'm down here. And then I can go like, I can go here, and I've got something I can then talk to on the screen there. I can then do something with an overlay where I can then react to something. But yeah, before we kick off everything, please hit the like button, support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. I will explain a bit more with this setup, but there's still a lot more I need to work on, especially that this microphone is pretty much in my way. So it's on a microphone stand thing, but it needs to go. I need a proper like arm thing to come in like here, so I can just put it in better. But yeah, lots of stuff I still need to purchase, and but in any case, thank you very much for all the support on the channel. Keep up the love as you do. It means a lot to me that you can do that. So thank you everybody. And as well, shout out to those that support on the means of Patreon and YouTube, which I should put up there. And yeah, also those that that support through the medium of Twitch Prime. And we'll be back live streaming on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live a bit later on. And also, if you want to see the on-screen instructions, it'll tell you how to give a free Twitch sub if you have an Amazon Prime account. And as well, if you want to give a Twitch sub in general, it's September. You've got 2 more days of September, which means that doing a Twitch sub is a little bit cheaper. I think it's just like, it works out as like £1 cheaper than it normally is. So if you do want to support, please do that by that means. But thank you very much to everybody that views, supports, likes, and comments on the videos. Now, first story up today is talking about the Contest Realm podcast. As you know, myself and Dan of Frontline MCoC do a weekly podcast series. We're up to episode 35. In this edition, we talk in depth about the Thronebreaker title, life in general, and Marvel Realm. Now, in this episode, it's really cool because me and Dan talk about like, okay, what do we do late at night? You know, when you're in bed with your partner, you know, they want to sleep, and you're there like, oh, I could really do a little bit of Alliance Quest, Alliance Wars, and as well, like, is there any stuff I got to grind out? And you're there like turning down the light in order to the brightness in order to like play the game. It's kind of like cool to have those little kind of conversations with people, especially when it comes to this. We've all heard of the people that do work, like that work, and they're like the sneaky restroom break where they go and move an AQ and AW. So that is something that was kind of like really cool to talk about. But there's also other stuff as well, the kind of serious stuff of the Thronebreaker title. Also, next up, a little bit of a reminder for everybody that the targets for the Mutant Treasure Island are up. Marvel Trucos has got you covered. We've got Joe Fixit as being the current target. If you do want to catch up with any other targets, you can just go to Marvel Trucos. You know, you've got the one from the day before or yesterday, depending on when you're watching this video. It could be completely out of sync. But yeah, if you do 1, 4, 10, so 1,410, if I can learn to count, then you'll be able to do one of the other targets as well. So a great source to go to if you want to get those lockers, get those keys, and get that decent loot. Okay, on screen at the moment is something incredibly special. This is a Nick Coss video, and this is Quicksilver. Quicksilver in a fight against Wolverine. Yeah, this is a really cool fight because it's like got the X-Men Apocalypse fight sequence. So when Quicksilver takes on Apocalypse, doing those kind of like uppercut there, and then we've got another uppercut there, and then yeah, just a few things with the kicks. It's modeled really well, and as well the movements, especially exactly like the one in the film. So yeah, this is really well done, and it is cool to finally see something close to, and even the moonwalk, close to Quicksilver. That we'd all love to see this in MCoC, and hopefully one day we get to see it. Okay, now onto something really weird. So on screen at the moment, I did see this from Wade Throson over on Twitter. Now, you'll be noticing that Cyclops isn't, he's bleeding, he's poisoned, and yeah, he's still alive. How? Why? This seemed to be, as Wade Throson did allude to, something to do with Professor X. It's a very unusual situation, and I just think this might be down to like some bad interaction with the Synergy, especially from seeing him alive still. I mean, he's just taken an SP3 to the face. And just you just go, oh, I'm just gonna have to die now because nothing can be done. He's invincible. Cyclops is invincible. Funnily enough, many people are coming out and said this is something of an issue, something Kabam does need to look into. I haven't seen anything on the forums just yet, but someone said this happened with the Colossus, and someone else agreed up here as well as to like what was going on with this. No answer from Kabam MCoC at the moment on it, but yeah, hopefully this is sorted out very, very soon, because it can be really annoying to kind of lose. Because this is the thing, if you had a 565 and you were kind of like losing all those points, you'd be pretty disappointed with that, especially if you're going for an intensive arena grind. And now we turn our attention back to the forums, especially for the Thronebreaker forum thread, which at the moment stands a majestic 43 pages. 43 pages of interaction is insane. I think it's up to like 1,300 comments as well, and like 45,000 views. That is impressive. Not impressive in a good sense, but impressive from a point of a kind of positive and negative discussion point, especially from the community coming out strong to debate, chat, and as well, you know, fall out as we normally do on the subject of champion viability for rank ups to rank 3, the acquisition of tier 5 class catalyst. Do you have to do Abyss of Legends? Should you not do this content? Should you get off your butt and do that? Should you do this then this way? It feels unfair. There's a lot of different kind of argument points here to try and solidify into I don't know, something that is a clear back and forth, especially with so many people with very different problems, and also, you know, all that absolutely fine with this situation because they already have a rank 3 6-star. Now at the end of the day, you really have to look at like what is on offer for day 1 of when you get the Thronebreaker title, because look, we'd all love to get it. I'm close. I'm not close enough to get it. It will probably be within the month. So it will probably be, I don't know, 1st of November that I should receive the Thronebreaker title. Could I do Abyss? Yeah, of course. Do I want to do it yet? No, I'm not really in the place, not really in the mood, and especially with the length of time of content. I'm like, well, Cavalier difficulty took too much out of my day, and I want to play other games as well. That is just not there for me. But here's the thing. New daily crystals, new 4-hour crystals, discounted Cavalier crystals, and new Cavalier shard calendar replaces your Grandmaster shard calendar. Is it something on launch that is going to be overly spicy, that is going to get you interested? And especially if you would be like, right, well, Cyber Weekend, you may get an option to have a more higher chunk of a tier 5 class catalyst. You might go, well, I can wait 2 months, spend my units for free, and get something that is going to get me that first ever rank 3 6-star, or get me close to maybe making a decision, because then again it's down to champion acquisition and choosing a champion that is viable to give that rank 3 6-star. It is a big choice. And I know I might have said something in the previous video was like, well, will players do this out of desperation? I'm sure there might be some that will do that, but it should never be something that you should consider as a player, especially for cultivating and improving your roster to do things like more difficult content, Act 6, maybe even Abyss of Legends, variants, and maybe future stuff that Kabam are going to put out, like, well, it's not Summer of Pain, it'll probably be like Winter of Pain, or something like that. Now it's our Winter of Discontent. You know, maybe it's going to be some Shakespearean kind of rubbish that's going to be put into it, and it's going to be, you know, Abyss of Legends, but on speed. You know, what will it be? Just don't know. But look, you have to assess the value on things and go, is this something day 1 I'm going to rush to get if I'm not there already? And the answer is no. You can wait a couple of months. We got a Christmas event that'll probably give out some good stuff. And as well, you should be more concerned about the other stuff coming in the future rather than what's now. So new gold crystals for acquisition of gold, that's very important, but I don't think it's going to be a necessity. New arena crystals, and that's going to be something I feel that it's, once everybody's spent all their battle chips, then Kabam will probably put out that new arena crystal. And as well, you need to assess the volume of what you get back. And it would probably be, I would say, just before Cyber Weekend. Because let's face it, people are going to be popping off those uncollected arena crystals to try and get those units for the for Cyber Weekend. So I reckon it's going to come out after, not before. It's going to be after that. So I just got a feeling about it. Additional items in the Black Ice market that I'm interested in, because I do support by the means of the Summoner's Sigil. There's some good stuff in there, but it does need to have something more spicy added to it. New monthly calendar, I'd like to see what that is. New daily objectives and exclusive offers, gifts and rewards. Now, if that's another thing as well, do you look to get that in Cyber Weekend? Do you then go, right, well, and I'm going to talk about this more in a video. Cyber Weekend comes, you then pop open all the stuff, the units and whatnot, you buy your deals, you're then able to rank through a 6-star. You get that, you then switch over as a result to a Thronebreaker title if you're a Cavalier. That then allows you to go and then buy the remaining stuff as a Thronebreaker as opposed to a Cavalier prior. So you have to really think about this in a logical sense, and I'll do a full video just kind of explain that point a bit further. But yeah, it's still something that's dividing opinion on the matter. Yeah, what can I really say except for it's some are unhappy about this and some are happy, and we know which camp we are in. We just got to focus now. If Kabam aren't changing their minds, we've got to focus on how we obtain it, and I've got to do a video on that one very, very soon. Okay, now it's time to talk about hacks, bans and scams. Yes, this is a bit of a spicy topic to talk about, especially from the point of view of, look, there are going to be people out there that kind of go, look, oh, merc services are fine, scams, oh, you know, you can get cheap units and places. Every time you do something like this, you do run the risk of losing your account. So don't go crying to Kabam when you are found out. And as well, if people have then taken your details and they've either kept them or they've taken your account and they've sold it on. Yes, that is a possible thing. And yes, that is something that can happen. Now, I had to think about how I was going to approach this story, especially from a point of view of like, do I give these people indirect promotion as a result of saying don't go to their site? Because here's the thing, people will still go to the site to check out the stuff, and they'll be guaranteed at least more than 1 to 2 people that would even look to consider this service as a result of me posting this video. Yes, big companies charge a bit too much when it comes to like in-game currency. Kabam aren't the first and they won't be the last. You got Fortnite, you got FIFA as an EA, and EA are just, EA are the worst. But the fact is, like, it's not like ridiculous to see it before. I'm sure that there are many games in the future will have all these kind of like microcurrencies which cost a bit too much, and yeah, it can be seen as just being a little bit too unfair. But the means in which people are committing this, what is to be scam or kind of credit card fraud, is something that will be found out. It more than likely will. It's happened before where it's been found out by Kabam, and I'm sure that it will be found out in the future. If anybody does remembers, there was a big time where credit card fraud was, I think it was right about 2 years ago, I want to say, and some pretty big names got banned, all kind of like big at the time names got banned as a result of what this person is advertising. So it's something to kind of go like, oh, that's not too good. But it seems to be like, this is on one site where this particular page, community page, was taken over. And again, I'm not going to showcase any of the interactions and stuff because there's a little bit more to this, but it was kind of not interesting. It's just weird, really, that the fact that like this page, this community page, was taken over, hacked. It was sold by one of the admins to this particular person who's now pushing this and is now the controlling admin on this particular site. And again, I'm not going to mention who it is, where it is. It is known without, I think even Kabam are on the case, so they know of this or aware of this. It's been posted on Twitter. Everyone knows about it. And man, it is stinky as hell. I just want to alert people to say, look, if something seems too good to be true, don't do it. Play as cleanly, and there's a weird sentence to say, but play cleanly on your account. Don't go in for any of this stuff. If you do want to get more units, then, I don't know, save up some money and get it. If you're that keen with the game, or grind out for free. That's the other side of things. Or ask for Google Play cards for your birthday. Ask for an iTunes card for your birthday, Christmas or whatnot. If, you know, money's tight with that stuff. And as well, like, yeah, it does cost a lot in game, but it's like, all games do it. Like I said, Fortnite, EA, who are the worst. But yeah, it's not good. Just be cautious and be careful, everybody. Right, now on to arena results and predictions. Wow, it's been a really, I'd say, high grindy weekend. All predictions are down below for round 2 based off the results, which we're going to have a look at now. Yeah, really spicy. So thanks to Bloody Kane for sending through this, showcasing 97 mils enough for position 51. Now here's the thing with this, I know this will be a really hot topic, so that's why I've gone for like 90 mil for the round 2. It's just one of these things to be better to be safe than sorry when it comes to this situation, because man, it'd be really upsetting to not get this. And I think I got the 4-star prediction wrong. Yes, indeed, I did get this wrong, with one player saying that they did 14.5 mil in order to get position 693. 14.5 mil for position 693 is ridiculous. This goes back to the bad old days of arena grinding. I think that this is why that I've gone with such a little bit lower at 14 mil flat. But I think that's the thing. 14 mil is it's got to be a thing. Also, for those interested in picking up a Venom the Duck, 1.55 mil was enough for it. So that's just like, it's easy to say a 1.6 mil for next time. And very much good luck to everybody. 3-star at 1.5 mil will be fine for the round 2. I've seen many people pick up a 1.4 mil for that champion. But yeah, good luck to you if you're going for the grind for round 2. And hope you got what you wanted with the round 1. And there we go. That's been the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Monday. Check out some content that's up there somewhere. And Rich's round, where I'll be doing a lot more work this week on. I'm focusing on Hulk this week, I believe. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for supporting and being out here for the content. I've got a lot of things to work out with this new setup, and especially as I'm recording off of the streaming setup, as I'm putting that first in priority to kind of get that working. Lots of stuff I've got to buy, but yeah, it's going to be a fun one to set up this new office. Appreciate you, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye for now.